Title: The Kind Tree and the Sparrow. Once upon a time, there were two big trees standing proudly by the side of a sparkling river. One sunny morning, a little sparrow flew by, carrying a heavy heart. She chirped softly, "Dear tree, the rainy season is coming soon, and I need a safe place for my chicks to live. Can you help me, please?" The first tree, with its branches full of leaves, looked down at the tiny sparrow and said, "I'm sorry, little one, but I can't help you. My branches are not suitable for a nest." Feeling disappointed, the sparrow decided to try her luck with the second tree. The second tree had strong, welcoming branches, and it kindly agreed to let the sparrow build a nest for her chicks. With joy in her heart, the sparrow began to build a cozy nest in the second tree's branches. She and her chicks lived happily and safely there. But one day, the sky turned dark, and heavy rain poured down like a waterfall. The river swelled and roared, causing the first tree's roots to weaken. The river's strong current carried the first tree away. As the first tree drifted downstream, the sparrow perched in her snug nest and watched in amazement. She couldn't help but laugh and chirped, "Oh, dear first tree. Now you are being swept away by the water because you told me there was no place for my nest." The first tree, despite its dire situation, replied with a kind heart, "I knew this day would come, little sparrow. My branches were not strong enough to withstand the rain. I told you there was no place for your nest because I wanted you and your chicks to live a good and safe life. Please forgive me." And so, the first tree continued its journey down the river, and the sparrow and her chicks lived happily ever after in the welcoming branches of the second tree. The end. This simplified version of the story is suitable for young children to understand perception. In this story, there are two trees on the riverbank, and a sparrow approaches them seeking shelter for its chicks during the rainy season. The first tree refuses to provide shelter, while the second tree agrees to let the sparrow build a nest. When heavy rains come and wash away the first tree, the sparrow mocks it for its refusal earlier. The first tree, even as it is being swept away by the river, responds to the sparrow's taunt by explaining its reasoning. It says that it knew it would be swept away by the rain and couldn't withstand it. Its initial refusal to the sparrow was not out of cruelty but because it believed the sparrow and its chicks deserved a better and safer place to live. In essence, the first tree's refusal was an act of kindness, as it didn't want the sparrow's family to suffer harm when it knew it couldn't provide adequate protection. It ends by apologizing, saying, "Excuse me," indicating that it had the sparrow's best interests at heart. This story conveys the message that sometimes people or beings make decisions that may appear unkind or unhelpful on the surface but are based on a deeper understanding of what's best for others. It emphasizes the importance of considering the long-term well-being and safety of those we care about, even if it means making difficult choices.